Amidst the deep mountains, a woman slowly removed her pants. A man caught sight of her as she placed them on her fair legs and was about to say something. Suddenly, she tossed aside the pants and with one leap jumped into a deep gorge. The man's eyes widened in surprise. He thought perhaps a new kind of stunt by his girlfriend. He shouted loudly, but there was no response. Alarmed, he felt uneasy. Something had jolted him. Then, she threw off her bag, removed her shirt, and took a deep breath. Without hesitation, she jumped into the pond below. Upon surfacing, she looked around. Just then, a dark shadow appeared and swiftly moved towards her. The man approached to see what it was, but by then she had opened her eyes. Reality struck him. What he had seen before was just a jest fueled by anger, but once he recognized her face, all anger vanished. The next day, eventually they made their way toward the ocean. A seabird landed on their boat. The man, who had somewhat distanced himself earlier, felt strange. He went to the cabin's radio to check the weather. As soon as he heard the alert, his face turned pale. The announcement was that a fierce storm was approaching. The boat began to drift toward the shore as he inspected every instrument, but he underestimated the storm's power. Only at night did they truly realize how massive it was. The waves toyed with their boat as the man tried to remain calm. He instructed his girlfriend to open the hatches, otherwise their lives were in peril. Though the storm raged on, he requested help via VHF radio. Conditions worsened as the waves roared violently. Both were panicked, but the woman quickly understood that if they didn't act in time, everything would be lost. He grasped the railing tightly, and she secured some loose items. It seemed as though the danger had passed, but suddenly another colossal wave came. The man yelled into the cabin and oriented himself, and land finally came into view. She was trembling in disbelief, unable to trust it. Just as the boat's control console activated to start the engine was dead and even the steering failed. She realized some debris had jammed the rudder. Trapped, she got into the water and started cleaning, but accidentally cut herself. A cloth fell into the water and draped over her. It seemed her life was in danger once more. Eventually, she climbed back into the boat, gasping for air. She saw her boyfriend approaching, swiftly tied the rope around her waist, and courageously jumped back into the water. This time, he caught her and soothed her with gentle breath. Her gaze landed on her boyfriend's leg. 2 deep cuts had been inflicted, maybe by wood. He bandaged them. Suddenly, they heard the loud cry of a whistle. She looked up and saw a huge ship approaching. Overjoyed, she immediately grabbed the signal gun. Several flares shot into the sky, but the ship ignored them and sailed on past the woman. She stood there stunned, her face filled with happiness. Then, in just 10 seconds, despair crashed down. By the next morning, when she opened her eyes, her boyfriend was gone. Only then did she realize the truth. It had all been an illusion. Her boyfriend had already died trying to keep her alive alone. Now the sea and the fish were her only chance to survive. She resumed catching fish raw again, and slowly, day by day, she began to live again. Over the next 41 days, she survived on what she could catch.